The Star Wars sequel trilogy was divisive among fans and casuals of the franchise, but now one of the guys who has been charging up the Star Wars universe will be getting his own sequel trilogy that will likely put the first to shame. What's up, Nerdgenic Nation? Aaron Waller here, and today we're talking Star Wars. Now, I've been on a Star Wars rampage for the better part of April and May, and I honestly have no signs of stopping. So when news broke about the title of the Dave Filoni sequel trilogy, needless to say, I was extremely hyped. But before we dive into that bit of news, let's first bring you up to speed. Dave Filoni has been working his way higher and higher up the Star Wars ladder and making hit after hit. He was involved in various animated hits early in his career, but once he moved over to Lucasfilms, his career skyrocketed. He would go on to produce, write, and direct on now Star Wars staples including The Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi, The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, and the upcoming Ahsoka series. But now he'll be getting to helm his own live-action trilogy based around Heir of the Empire. If you gasped, you know. If you didn't, that's okay, that's what we're here for. Heir to the Empire is a Star Wars Legends series of books written by Timothy Zahn. Legends is the once canon set of stories that take place outside of the first 6 films, but still largely involve major characters. And Heir to the Empire introduces now fan favorite Grand Admiral Thrawn. And as a quick disclaimer, I have not read the novels, but here's a quick synopsis rundown of at least the first one. It takes place 5 years after the Battle of Endor, or in layman's terms, Return of the Jedi, where the highly intelligent and cunning Grand Admiral Thrawn emerges as the Republic clings to what little they can. Thrawn then enlists the help of a dead Jedi's clone and uses him to uncover hidden weapons left by Emperor Palpatine. Meanwhile though, Luke Skywalker encounters a gang of smugglers that capture him but don't turn him over to the Imperials. Thrawn ends up arriving just as Luke, Han, and Lando are escaping, but they encounter Palpatine's right hand, Mara Jade. She attempts to kill Luke but finds out that she actually needs him. The Jedi clone then emerges from isolation thanks to Thrawn and learns of Leia's unborn children, to which he decides to teach them the ways of the Force, though through the dark side due to his insanity. Leia goes into hiding on Kashyyyk with the help of Chewbacca, while a spy is uncovered leaking Republic information to the remaining Imperials. Eventually, a battle between Rogue Squadron and the Imperial TIE Fighters breaks out, and Thrawn ends up taking his first L. And that's just in the first book. Now, I'm sure that a lot of these canon pieces are likely to change in Filoni's version, considering the original characters' ages, but that doesn't mean that they won't return in some capacity. But rather, I think that Filoni's trilogy will likely be his magnum opus with everything that he's built through animation and live action. And rather than the original characters, we're more likely to see the Mandalorian and Rebels characters more than any other. Though I do expect there to be plenty of other characters that make appearances as well. And as someone who's discovering Rebels for the first time and is a big fan of the Mandalorian, I could not be more excited. This is both charted and uncharted territory. I'm excited that we're expanding on some stories that we know and are familiar with, which I know diehards might already be up in arms and commenting about as we speak. But then there are other aspects like the Jedi clone that I'm curious to find out if they actually end up exploring or not. I feel like as long as Filoni and Favreau are involved to some degree, it's likely to be more reputable as they have a fairly more proven track record in the Star Wars universe. Plus, I think that if this new series is received well enough, which I'm sure it will be much better received than the sequel trilogy, Filoni is likely to end up heading Lucasfilms entirely by the end of it. But that just might be my own bold prediction. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the recent Star Wars news, and now I want to hear from you in the Nerdgenic community. What did you think about this recent news? Are you excited for more of the Filoniverse, or are you just gritting your teeth until Acolyte takes us out of the Skywalker era? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos from me or the rest of the Nerdgenic team, and also be sure to give us a follow across all social media platforms at Nerdgenic. That way you don't miss out on any special news, announcements, or articles at nerdgenic.com. But in the meantime, if you want even more video content from us, check out our latest video right over here, or for more awesome Star Wars content, check out this playlist right over here. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, we really do appreciate it, and we hope to see you in the next video.